Before you hire any deck builder in 2026, stop. Because I'm about to show you 5 things that can be easily avoided, and they are about 70% of all calls we're getting for fixes on decks. Hi, my name is Olis. I work for Nice Guys Construction. We're building decks for many years now, and on this beautiful New England day, I want to tell you a couple things about what you should look for when you're hiring your contractor. Footings are deck's foundation. So it's literally the most important part where you're supposed to start from. There's 2 main types of footings that are commonly used in Massachusetts. Helical piles, it's a big metal screw that is being screwed down into the ground, or concrete forms. Usually they're being called sonotubes. Sonotube is the form that you then are pouring concrete into. In Massachusetts, your footing should be 4 feet down into the ground and always supposed to be inspected by the inspector. If you're hiring a contractor and he opened the permit, inspector and town will not allow him to proceed without inspecting that dugout. You can do it yourself, inspect the footing. You can actually make sure that contractor dug it properly, install the full-size sonotube and pour concrete into it. It's not that hard, just make sure not to skip this point. So you should ask your future contractor what type of footing they're going to be using. Are they pouring concrete or are they using helical pile? If they're using helical piles, will they provide the report that it's up to code? If they're going with sonotubes, make sure that it's 4 feet down into the ground. The second most important question that I would ask your contractor is which material they would use and which material they would use on their own deck and why. If they're systematically pushing one particular brand on you, most likely they're affiliated with that brand. Maybe it's a better idea to look for someone who will be looking for your interests first. The best contractors usually are those who will figure out your needs and give you multiple options and explain which one is best for your particular situation. What I would make sure to do is ask your contractor for a little sample of the decking, scratch it, see if you like it, hold it, put it in different lighting, and make sure that you are ready to look at it for many years to come. This is the decking that we chose for this particular deck. It's gonna match very nicely with the patio that homeowners just built. This particular deck will have a very long stairs, and this is a very grippy decking that will make sure that they will never slip and fall. Also, it's extremely sturdy and very durable. Oh, and they have big dogs, so it's not gonna get scratched easily. The next big question are railings. There's 3, if you're not talking about wood, there's 3 main types of railings you can choose: vinyl, composite, or aluminum. Of course, each one will be more durable than the previous one. When you're talking to your contractor, make sure you know exactly which railings they will be putting on your deck. Make sure you know what they're made of. Make sure you've seen pictures of them, maybe multiple pictures. Maybe you could come to the deck where the contractor installed that particular railing that you're committing to. Also, maybe they could make you a little mock-up and bring it to you. I actually did it multiple times, always works. Railings can be a huge expense. Make sure that you know exactly which material is going to be used, how much they cost, how much is the next upgrade, and if contractor chose particular railings for your deck, just ask why. Why is that particular one is the best? Maybe it just fits your budget, or maybe it's literally the best one on the market. Make sure you know answers to those questions. Next big question, make sure you know who exactly will be doing the work. Is it the person you're talking with, or is he just a salesperson? If he's a business owner, very often he'll be working in the field, or maybe he just doesn't have time for that anymore. Is he have his own crew, or is he bringing subcontractor? If he's bringing a subcontractor, how long does he working with those guys? How long does he know them? None of those things are bad or good. You just need to make sure that you know answers to those questions, and then you can make educated choice. When you working with big companies, what happens very often is the sales guy will promise you a lot, but then the crew that shows up have no idea about any of what he said, and usually not paid that well to do the job. So just don't work with those people, for fuck's sake. Like, why are you hiring big companies? Just hire a local guy. Make sure you've seen the deck he built and talk to his previous clients. The question number 5 would be the contract. Make sure that your contract mentions the footings, the permit, materials that gotta be used, frame, decking, railings, if you're talking about deck, Make sure you know exactly how long the project will take, and I would suggest to double that length in reality. Make sure you know what the crew will be doing if it rains, if it snows, or whatever in your area. Make sure you know what they're gonna do with debris. Ask about a contractor's hourly rate. If something goes wrong, let's say you have a rotted wall and it needs to be fixed, most likely you're gonna be charged per hour. Just make sure that you know how much it will cost you. And the very last point I would mention would be payment schedule. Is it 33, 33, 33? Is it 50 and 50? Or is it split into 20 little payments? I don't know. It's up to you. Just make sure it's mentioned in the contract. It's really important detail. And I think the final question, final test would be, ask that contractor, could you stop by and take a look at their current job? Can you see how they're building it? Can you talk to his current client? If contractor is trying to avoid that, probably something shady is going on. We're very open and honest, and I'll be happy to make you meet any of my previous clients. I had a couple clients who actually told me, don't hesitate to bring your future clients to us and we'll talk to them how nice it was. By the way, you need to check Google reviews and don't trust anything else. Those are trustworthy. There's plenty of big websites where you can just pay and get a good rating. Just trust Google reviews. So I think I mentioned all the main points. Next time when you're talking to a contractor, make sure to ask all those questions and you're probably going to be in good shape. Give us a call, like, subscribe, stay tuned for next video, and we're leaving because my operator is very cold.